みんなでデータアプリについて話したいと思います。今データアプリいろんなのが出てるけど、今たくさんありすぎて何使ったらいいかわからないとか、あとはどんなアプリがいいかとか、いろいろみんなの経験を聞きながら、みんなの意見、みんなが何使ってるかも知りたいなと思って今日話したいと思います。
Okay, so first question is which app have you guys used or have you used in the past?
私が使ったのは、マッチと Tinder、あと Wiz。
I used Tinder, then didn't work. Like I didn't use.
Used Dine, Badoo, what else? Pen Pals. I use Tinder. I use just to check. I use Pairs and Match. Yeah, I tried different things.
みんなにそのアプリ勧める？
はい、進めます。本当に真面目な関係を作りたい人、結婚相手見つけたい人だったらダインを勧めます。セックスとか普通にこう軽い関係だったら全然Tinder とか使ってもいいし、もうTinder で登録するだけでもセックスってくるからそっち使ってね。真面目な人はダインをおすすめします。
僕はおすすめしない。Because I'm shy, I couldn't use it, so I can't say anything.
私は勧めたかったけど、ちょっと今勧める気持ちがない。
なんで
？3年前は良かったと思ったけど、今はちょっと変な人が多いから。
一番変な人多いのはどこ？
やっぱり Tinder かな。
Tinder。
私はいい人に出会ったからすごくいい思い出があるけど、でも気をつけて選ばないと危ないと思う。
So 実はマッチとダインあんまり全然使ってない。So おすすめかわからない。But Tinder は2ヶ月ぐらい使って、でも全然おすすめない。おすすめない？
おすすめしない。
おすすめしない。
Why was good or bad?
Why was it good or bad? Okay, so Tinder was bad for me because like 私はlike hookups とか sex friend 欲しくない。全然欲しくない。But Tinder はなんかみんなは sex friend だけ見つけたい。So like プロフィールでlike ちゃんと書いた like sex friend 欲しくない。So don't message me if you want sex. But every single time it was like, sex? You down for sex? You want sex? So if you're looking for like sex friends or hookups, like yeah, Tinder, fine, right? But if you're looking for a real relationship, I don't recommend Tinder. So I don't think Tinder was good. Yeah. And Dine and Match, I'm not sure. So maybe Kat can explain more.
なんか私が、すごいなんか面白そうな人がいて、その人となんかもうどっか台に行こうかと思ったんだけど、後でじっくり見たらなんか別居中すごくないと思った。別居中って living separate. So he was married and I said go away. I didn't even match with him, like I was very close. でもなんかすごいいい人に出会った。台の使って1回しか使ってないんだけど、1回しか行ってないんだけど、すっごい良かった。
I use HelloTalk. Yes. HelloTalk is good because people want to exchange languages. Sometimes there is crazy guys. Like some guys proposed me after 2 weeks. Like there is strange guys too, but there is nice people. And I had a good friend there, and he introduced me a guy, and he become my boyfriend.
So HelloTalk はデートアップじゃないけど、but maybe you can use it to meet someone nice.
私の始まりは Tinder だったんだけど、 Tinder で結婚した人に勧められたから、いいなと思って始めた。で、私も素敵な人に出会って、多分本当に人生で経験できるかできないかぐらいの経験をさせてもらった、すごいいい思い出があるから、それは 経験できてよかったなって思って。
なんだ経験でき
私は、素敵な人に出会ってロサンゼルスに連れてってもらった。
Free trip to Los Angeles.
He paid?
He take me to Los Angeles.
Whoa. Wow.
So,
Of course, she's so pretty.
Yeah.
Look at her.
日本語ペラペラ。
お
ー
すごい。
そうで向こうで his friend が he に合わせてくれた。
Okay, okay.
Introduce me.
To his friend.
Yeah. So a nice time. So sweet time.
No, how long? How many days?
How many days? 1 week.
Wow.
I went to Disneyland and USJ.
おー
なんだっけロジャース。
うん
ロジャース。
ロジャース
Stadium?
スタディア
あ
ム。こうミュージアムいろいろ。
違ってどれぐらいで誘われた？
3ヶ月ぐらい。
3ヶ月。いいね。
Yeah, because you took a long time. That's why like you could
そう。
have nice relationship.
ワンマンスはもう only just hand shake hand だけ。
Oh yeah, yeah, that's important.
い
Yeah,
やしかもね彼は私に料理を全部作ってくれた。
yeah, you have to be like that.
何が一番美味しかった？
全部台湾料理なんだけど、
ん
私が好きなタピオカを作ってくれたの。
What about your story, Bridget? Did you meet someone? You imagine?
Yes, okay. So I told this story before, but so I met Yumejin on Tinder. But when I talked with him, he was using someone else's photo and he changed his name. So like we started talking and we like naka ga yokatta kedo. Eventually he wanted to switch to Line, but the problem was his Line is his real account. He told me the truth. He says actually like this is not my picture, this is not my name, and actually I'm a famous person. But the problem is that he's married. He's married and 最近赤ちゃんできた.
No.
So that's another reason why I don't like Tinder is that a lot of the people on Tinder are married and have children and they're just looking for like sex on the side. So I told him like okay, let's just be friends because like we still got along really well and whatever. So
And he was like sex friend.
well, that's the thing. So like eventually he like every time he was saying like, "Oh, Bridget, you're so sexy. You're so beautiful."
You are.
But okay, but when you talk to your real guy friends,
Yeah.
you know, they're like, "Oh, you look like today. What's wrong?" You know,
Yeah,
like,
true.
those are real friends, real guy friends. But this guy was like, "Oh, every day you're so beautiful. You're so sexy."
Yeah.
And then yeah, I was like, "Honto, tomodachi janai." So I blocked him from Line. That's my bad story. I never met him. Atakoto nai. But that's like after that I quit もう Tinder やめた。
永瀬智也がいたらぜひ。
中瀬智也ぜひどっちかに
あと小田切城だった？
あ、どっちでもいい両方。
どっちでもいい連絡して
でも小田切城も結婚してたから、そう小田切城no.
赤ちゃんで
Be loyal to your wife, yes. But
Yes.
Nagase is single, I think. So
Really?
Really?
Is he single? He has a girlfriend, no?
maybe
I
maybe he has a girlfriend. If you have a girlfriend,
Maybe
don't,
he
don't
had
call
a
me.
girl.
He had.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, me. You can call me.
ねえ、you have a boyfriend.
多分なんかデートアプリを使ってるのは10年ぐらい使っててねずっと使ってるからなかなか忙しい毎日忙しいし仕事とかも遅くまでやってるから全然会えないから、そういう出会いアプリを結構使ってる、ですごい良かったと思うのは LINE で最近でもなんか昔使ってたTinder とかも良かったすごいいい出会いなかったけどでもなんかもういい友達いっぱいできたそういう使い方すごくいいと思ったのはいい使い方あるの、で例えば、私はスペイン語を勉強したいだから自分のプロフィールにスペイン語を勉強したいと書く付き合わなくていいじゃん、you don't need to fall in love with this guy、you just like want to use him for your purpose
Sounds so
Anyhow. I mean, it can be
intelligent.
win-win. It can be win-win.
Because everyone is using
Yeah.
for sex.
Yeah.
It's their purpose, and
Yeah.
her purpose was another thing.
Like smart use of Tinder.
I tried, and I tried to make my own account, but I couldn't continue using it. Then the Tinder sent me this message. Maybe you guys can read here. So yeah, Tinder is so gently told me how to use these, but it means like everyone can come to find the sex.
おすすめのアプリあったらぜひシェアしてね。私たちもやってみる
And
か
I
ら。
wanna know your story
Mm.
of the app.
ね。バイバイ !Thank you for watching!
Thank you.
ありがとう。
Obrigada.
Спасибо!